Here's a question we should ask ourselves. Is it moral to force someone to pay for something they find deeply aberrant? And before I continue, I'm going to move my amendment. It's A51.
Senator Weissenberg offers the A51 amendment. The Secretary will report the A51 Weissenberg amendment.
Senator Weissenberg moves to amend House File 2435 as amended pursuant to Rule 45 as follows. Page 257 after line 25, insert. This is Amendment A51.
Senator Weissenberg, to your A51 amendment.
Thank you, Mr. President. In a free and ethical society, each of us bears responsibility for our own actions. We are taught from childhood that to support wrongdoing is itself wrong. We understand that turning a blind eye, or worse, giving our time, energy, or money to causes we consider evil makes us complicit. Well, looking at this bill before us under Subdivision 16, individuals are compelled to financially support a practice they believe to be morally reprehensible with their tax dollars. Today, a Green vote on my amendment defends the right of every individual in Minnesota to live with integrity. Let us ensure that no man, no woman is made to finance what they cannot in good conscience condone. Because to do otherwise, Mr. President, is not just unwise, it is immoral. And now we face a line in the sand. There are those in power who want to force every one of us to pay for abortions with our hard-earned tax dollars. They want to take the deeply held convictions of millions of Americans and trample them under the banner of choice. But whose choice is it when you and I are denied the right to say no to funding what we believe is morally wrong? Let me be clear, Mr. President. Abortion is not health care. Health care saves lives. It doesn't end them. And yet, with every dollar of taxpayer money funneled to abortion providers, we are made complicit in a system that ends over 600,000 unborn lives in the U.S. each year. These aren't statistics, these are children. These are heartbeats, fingerprints, futures, silenced before they ever had a chance to speak. Mr. President, we are told this is about equity. We are told it's about access. But what about the rights of the unborn? What about the rights of the millions of taxpayers, Christians, people of faith, and people of conscience who say no to using public funds for what they know is a grave injustice? Enough is enough. And Mr. President, we must draw a line. We must stand against any law, any budget, any politician that demands we fund abortion with our taxes. This is not compassion, this is coercion. Mr. President, a government that compels a person to betray their conscience by the way of the wallet does more than to overstep its bounds. It inflicts a wound on the soul. It says to us, your beliefs do not matter, your moral clarity is inconvenient, you will comply or you will be punished. That is not freedom, that is coercion masked as civic duty. We are not a communist country. We must protect the rights of free Americans to live in accordance with their own convictions. Mr. President, a Green vote to this amendment is a vote to protect not only the unborn, but the conscience of every citizen in the state who believes in the sanctity of life. It's not a matter of politics, it's a matter of moral clarity. Mr. President, I vote to repeal Subdivision 16 and stop funding taxpayer-funded abortions in Minnesota.